All right, Donald Trump has announced a massive dump in a disgusting rant while turning the Kennedy Center into yet another political tool. Here is Donald Trump saying the Kennedy files, tremendous amounts of paper will be dumped. Listen to what he had to say. And by the way, reeks of desperation, as what we really want to see are the full, real Epstein files. He doesn't want to release those. Why? Well, he could be implicated there. Take a listen to this.
But while we're here, I thought it would be appropriate. We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades for this. And I've instructed my people that are responsible, lots of different people, put together by Tulsi Gabbard.
Right.
And that's going to be released tomorrow. We have a tremendous amount of paper. You've got a lot of
big paper.
I don't believe we're going to redact anything. I said, just don't redact. You can't redact. But we're going to be releasing the JFK files, and that would be tomorrow. Do you have anything else to add to that, Carolyn? So that's a big announcement. They've been waiting for that for decades. But while we're here, I thought...
So how about those Epstein files? How about it? Now, I really am agnostic with regard to whether these... is there, and the reason I use that term, is there really some mother lode in the John F. Kennedy assassination files that goes above and beyond what has been speculated, suggested, and demonstrated so far? I have no idea. It's possible that that exists. It's possible that it does not. I have not, I'm not feeling definitive one way or the other. Where Donald Trump seems to really not want anybody looking is at the Epstein files, Jeffrey Epstein, the flight logs, and whatever else might be part of that, including going back to earlier investigations down in Florida into Jeffrey Epstein. And the speculation is it's because Trump himself is implicated there. Trump, known to associate for long periods of time with Jeffrey Epstein, that really creepy video of Epstein and Trump kind of looking at and evaluating women dancing. The Epstein files we would really love to see. Are they really going to release the motherlode of the JFK files? Well, we will certainly see. Now, during this bizarre event at the Kennedy Center, Donald Trump also repeated the blatant lie that Russia has a Ukrainian army contingent surrounded in Kursk, but he says he's going to talk to Putin, and Trump really kind of making himself the hero of this completely fabricated situation in Russia and Ukraine. Listen to this.
Tomorrow I'm speaking with President Putin of Russia to save some soldiers who are in deep trouble. They're captured. Essentially, they're surrounded by Russian soldiers. So I give you a lot of different things in one news conference, but it's a big deal. They're surrounded by Russian soldiers, and I believe if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be here any longer. I was able to get them not to do anything at this moment. But it's a bad situation in Russia, and it's a bad situation in Ukraine. What's happening in Ukraine is not good, but we're going to see if we can work a peace agreement, a ceasefire and peace, and I think we'll be able to do it. I'm speaking to President Putin.
Is any of that true? Or is Trump once again making himself a main character in a movie that nobody's watching? Nobody's even producing the movie. It would not come as a surprise for Donald Trump to pull the whole, I saved these soldiers. Putin had them surrounded, and I came in there and I saved them, and he has me. They all have me to thank, and Zelensky should be grateful. He needs to prostrate himself in the ritual humiliation that Donald Trump has now taken to demanding from everybody. Thank me now on your knees. What a wild situation. Trump, but we have no evidence that what he describes is happening. Might it be happening? Maybe. We have no evidence that it is anything other than a complete and total fabrication. Now, Trump weighed in on why he's even getting involved with the Kennedy Center honors. I hesitate to tell you that his answer is clear. Okay, listen to what he said.
Mr. President, when most people think of the Kennedy Center, they think of the Kennedy Center Honors. It takes place in December every year. Is that something that you anticipate hosting at the White House? And what do you think that
We're going to have honors. We're going to have, I think it's going to be a much bigger show than it has been in the past. It got tired, very boring, very radical left. Unless you were a radical left, it just seemed that nobody was chosen. There are a lot of people out there that can get the honors, and we're going to do it. I think we'll have a very big show. It's going to be a very big show. We have some surprises on that show.
Big surprise. Ted Nugent and Kid Rock will be honored and performing and hosting and doing everything because they've got nobody else.
Big surprises, but I think it has a chance to be a very big show. That's a big part of the Kennedy Center, the honors that evening. And so I think you're going to be really surprised. I think it's going to get great ratings, actually.
The ratings are going to be absolutely unbelievable.
I love Tesla.
I love Tesla. Okay. And then finally, Donald Trump weighing in on the Autopen controversy. If you missed this one, I'm jealous of you. I wish I had missed it as well. Donald Trump declared in a middle of the night Truth Social post a couple of days ago that the pardons signed or issued by President Joe Biden are void and vacant because Biden used an auto pen. Now, auto pens are commonly used by all presidents to sign documents. A reporter asked Trump a great question, which is, have you ever used the auto pen? And Trump goes, only for stuff that's not important.
And you'll make your own determination.
You have criticized President Biden for using auto pen in the last few days. Have you yourself ever used auto pen, sir?
Yeah, only for very unimportant papers. And I don't call them unimportant. If you do letters where people write in and, they'd love to have a response, and we'll write responses, and I'll sign them whenever I can. But when I can't, I, would use an auto pen. But to use them for what they've used them for is terrible.
Right. Now, of course, a better question might have been, Mr. President, sir, did you hand sign all 1,500 pardons for the January 6th rioters so that then we could maybe compare apples to apples? Or did you not even do that and just issue one blanket pardon, which is arguably of even more legal dubiousness, if that's a word? That question didn't get asked. So Trump announcing a disgusting, massive dump of documents today, big paper, massive paper. We will see if ultimately that happens. Maybe by the time you listen to today's show, you will have heard about it. One other moment I want to talk about from this event, which was even stranger.
So many different VPNs reach out to me wanting to advertise on the show, and I always turn them down because most of them do not pass the sniff test. Most VPNs are all owned by the same big mysterious company. They log your internet activity so they can sell it or give it to law enforcement. And these VPNs are just out to make a buck without really protecting your privacy. The only VPN I trust enough to have as a sponsor is Private Internet Access. Our sponsor, Private Internet Access, is the only VPN who has proven multiple times in legal proceedings they don't keep logs of your activity. The judge ordered that PIA show user activity history. Each time they demonstrated they don't have the records. That no-log policy is also independently audited by Deloitte. And PIA is also open source. So you can also see in the code that none of your activity is being logged. And you can protect unlimited devices with just a single account. Private Internet Access is giving my audience 83% off, which is just $203 a month, plus 4 extra months for free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.